Are we already started? Oh, I'm right on time to watch Taiwan live TV!
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Taiwan, to downtown Hukou. This is MJ Klein, and I'm not using my external microphone with the windscreen, and it's windy today, so if you missed anything that I say, just let me know, and I'll repeat it. So this is downtown Hukou. I live in Hukou, and this is the downtown section they call Hukou, which is new Hukou, because this sprung up after they made the train station in the late 1950s. And I live in what they call old Hukou, which is about, it's an easy bike ride, about 7 kilometers away. But this is where they have the day market. People sitting down here on this side of the road. And also the main section. Now, this is nice because it's 11:01 local time AM. Excuse me. And we're going to take a walk. Hi everyone. We're going to take a walk inside here and see what we can see. And I don't really think about this very often, but sometimes I don't even carry any money around with me. I got a little bit. Maybe we'll buy something. I don't know. We'll just check it out, and we'll see how far we can go. This device is a little more sophisticated than my other one because it does also have a SIM card in it, and I am using the ivideo.com.tw Wi-Fi box, and you can find in the description, or rather in the profile, 10% discount code. So I'm using that, but there's also a SIM card in the device, and it switches intelligently. So we'll see what happens. Back on the rear camera. Alright, using the wide angle lens. We got the gimbal motor in the side there, but can't do much about that. I can slightly, I don't know, there you go. I just can slightly open it up just a little bit. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of mayhem here. It's not as bad as some places, like in Southeast Asia. Do a little panorama shot here showing the other side. Alright, let's take a walk through the market. Let's see what we can see. Make sure I don't get myself run over here. This is a place where you can get all kinds of absolutely fresh vegetables. Hello. I get that all the time. Yeah. Nice stuff. And over here, different types of oranges and tangerines, bananas. See, it's banana season here still because this is a subtropical climate here. I want to show you something. These are what bananas really look like in Asia. They're tiny. They're little. These little guys like this. See? I'll show you how small they are. That's my hand. These are baby bananas. That's what they look like. And yeah, they're nice. Okay. I was reading somewhere that all the commercial bananas are genetically identical, and there's a disease that's attacking them, and they're afraid that it's going to wipe out the entire world population of bananas. So this is a jewelry place here. And what we call bao bao, which is bags. You can get belts and stuff over here. Yeah. I want to welcome everyone. If you've never seen us before, we do live streams about Taiwan, and we share experiences of being in Taiwan. This is burdock fruit. Yeah. It's nice. All kinds of. Yeah. Sometimes people just set up right in the middle down here like this. Excuse me, nothing wrong with that. Just the trash truck will come by later and everybody has to move out of the way. This is another clothing shop. The clothing shops are more permanent type installations, you know, rather than these other ones that kind of set up temporarily. But yeah. Cosmetics and so forth over here. I really like this place. It's a lot of fun. And yeah. Let me just say hi to everyone on Periscope. And I'm just going to say hi right now. I'm actually in the Chinese keyboard. Come on. Hello, let's say hi. Yeah, hi. There we go. There we go. Hi. Okay. Good. Make sure everything's working okay. Comments looking good. I reduced the size of the comments to 18 points. I like that better. Yeah, this is medicine. And these are like analgesic pads that you can put on if you got like joint pains or something like that, and different kinds of ointment and oils. Yeah. Hey Dean, I've been very well. How are you doing, sir? Nice to see you. Always a pleasure. Oh yeah, cabbage, different kinds of cabbage. We call this bok choy in English, but it's not what they call it in Chinese. But this is, you know, standard round cabbage. There's daikon. Look at these big carrots. Here's my hand. Look how big that carrot is, man. Fantastic. Over here, dried fish and more. This is tea over here, dried tea, and he says it's good drinking. So, yep, nothing wrong with that. That's cool. And so, ginger. Look at this, man. All kinds of ginger. Wow, the garlic. Yeah, fried chicken and stuff over here. Now. She's yelling prices. Of stuff. She just said chicken in English. I mean, I know the people are really trying, but I don't think I need to be told it's chicken. Yeah, it looks like garlic greens over here. And these long green beans are really great. These guys here, these long green beans, fantastic. Look at those scallions over there. Wow. Hot pepper, what we call snow peas. Wow. And okra. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Now these prices, 100 NT. These are all 100. 100 NT. This is eggplant. 100 NT is $3 US. So it shows you what the prices are over here. There's a guy selling, looks like dry tofu, like what they call tokan. And this guy's selling sausage over there and some other fried stuff. This is a madhouse today. Now, Taiwan being a manufacturing center, if you want to get like stainless steel things, like these pots and pans, they're really cheap here. All stainless. Yep. And there's the chicken. So that lady was just yelling prices, you know. Come get it, it's 100 NT or something like that. These are the preserved eggs. Yeah. And the other Dean, I don't see any stinky tofu yet, so. All right. Look at these. This is fantastic. All right. Look at all this, these vegetables and fruits. It's just really, really nice. And this is tofu products. Tofu products are very nice here in Taiwan. And these guys here, wait till this family goes by. These are tofu skin. This guy's right here, tofu skin. It's dried, it's kind of crispy, so what you do is you soak it like in a soup. And I've even seen those soaked and deep fried in a salad, like in a Thai salad. Ni hao, ni hao. Oh, it looks like sweet potato leaves, I'm not sure. Might have to get some of those. Now this place, you know, usually there's some kind of vendor or supplier in here, but nothing here. So, hey, if you guys want a space, you know, got something to sell, there you go. You ain't chow wu ma? So he's selling shirts and things. I asked him if you know how to dance. It's funny. Oh, apples over here. Yeah, big apples. Look at those things. Wow, fantastic. Cauliflower. My goodness. It's really active today. This lady over here selling a variety of things, like a kind of like a hardware, you know, utilities. Like there's you know, stuff like storage containers, and I see some stainless steel hangers over there, things like that. Now, this is one of my favorites. Look at this, dried mushrooms. Look at those, man. These are big bags. Dried mushrooms, fantastic. Dried shrimp, really good for seasoning. And of course, you know, there's big dried squid over here, and pickled ones. Looks like this is soury fish over here, and these are mackerel. Look at this. Wow. And this, I believe, is another species of mackerel. But yeah. Wow. And this is all fresh stuff, man. This came off the boat, you know, probably about 4 a.m. Yep. It's chicken and duck. Of course, in Taiwan, they sell the chicken with the head on it and the feet because people think they're cheated if they don't get the whole animal. More of this permanent. This is, these words up here say Hukou, which means 100 products. So that's kind of a word that we use for like a multi-department store that might have many different kinds of products. All right. More eggs and garlic. Oh, look at these squid over here. Look at this. Squid is just great. And dried shrimp. Lots of this. Yeah. Ni hao, ni hao.
Sir, how are you?
I am good. 我不是台湾的客人，谢谢你。So he said, welcome to Taiwan. I said, I'm not a Taiwan visitor. So. Yeah. But that was very friendly. You guys see Taiwanese are like really friendly. They're super cool. And nobody said, "Oh, you can't film me" or anything like that. We might get that at some point, but we haven't. Holding up the different vegetables down here. In the center, they always have a kind of a small wet market area. These are a big fish. These guys here are mullet. I recognize those growing up in Florida. And look at these big shrimp. Boy, if you wanted to do a shrimp boil like in beer, cuttlefish, oh yeah. And these are salmon heads over here. I believe that's an ocean perch. And that, I'm not sure, some kind of a snapper. There's more over here too. And we have tropical fish over here that you don't see every day, like these guys. Yeah. All right. just looking at the place in there. That's a neat place. I haven't seen that before. Okay. Oh, this is lotus. Wow. Dried lotus. Sorry, I had to duck under a sign. Some of the signs are kind of low. Sausages. I see blood cakes and stuff. Oh, this is cool. This is a type of sesame bread stuff. Kind of like a calzone. Just more of these fresh vegetables everywhere. See, here we're planning your meal for the day. A lot of people don't store stuff in the icebox. They just go to the market in the morning, grab what they're gonna cook for the day in the evening, and then do it again tomorrow. It's fantastic. Look at all this stuff. Wow. So we are broadcasting again using Prism Live exclusively on Periscope, and I will upload the video later to YouTube. We seem to have a pretty good methodology. I'm still kind of experimenting with Restream, and it's been difficult getting things to work. Oh, here we go. I like these clams. Yeah, fresh clams. They're live. Just dig them out, put them in the bag, scoop them out. Another guy over here with a lot of vegetables and fruits. I've seen this guy many times. Look at this, just from all the way over there. Yep. She's making wontons, or it looks like maybe we call sui jiao. Yeah, which is a water boiled type of dumpling. All right. Coming down to the end. Okay. Wow, all this stuff. Again, 100 NT is $3 US. Okay, let's go here. This is the main part of the road. Okay. So this is the main part, the main road. As you can see, it's quite busy behind me, and nothing really on this road too much. There's a couple people that have, like, if you look this way behind me, there's a couple people, who are set up, but they're off the side of the road. They're not actually in the road. Now there's another section over here that I've shown before, and this section is like an interior section. I go in here once in a while, but sometimes I lose my signal. So if I lose the signal, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. But I do want to show you this over here. Now we're kind of off to the side. See, there's a couple suppliers over here, a couple vendors over here. Well, what they have in here is an area where a lot of people have opened small businesses, usually like sewing shops and some stores. And this is what this looks like. I'm going to take my Wi-Fi box out of my bag and hold it in my hand so I can try to maximize my signal. Now these are all like sewing shops. It really, really is, Dean. It really, really is. Actually, let me do this. Let me just show you. There isn't a cloud in the sky. I mean, look at this. We got to focus again, but I mean, look at this beautiful color blue today. This is really, I love it. And the temperature is mild. It's like about 25, 26. And there's a nice breeze. Let's go over here. I don't think this is a dead end. It says facial and massage here. Just little stores, selling oil and soy sauce and so forth. Now we've come down here before. So let's go in here. This is the internal part of the market. And because it's later in the day, there won't be as much action here today as there usually is. But let's see if we can keep our Wi-Fi signal. There's a cat down here, and the cat's really skittish. If I take take a couple steps forward, she's gonna run out of the way. But see, if you, a lot of places are like this, and I found places like this in Khon Kaen, Thailand. There's a place on our blog that I call the Hidden Market, because if you didn't know it was there, you'd never find it. But these people inside have a lot of beautiful products. I mean, look at these eggplant. Look at this up here, wow. Cabbage, different kinds of greens. Look at all this stuff. Fantastic. And if you didn't, come inside, you would miss these things. All right. This goes out into the other road, that main road, and then yeah, there's a poultry supplier over there. More vegetables. This over here is this says Black Pig, but they're closed. So there's no Black Pig. Now we've been through here before a number of times, and I apologize to those of you who may be bored seeing this again. But this is very typical of my neighborhood and what we have here in Taiwan. And there's some more shops over there in the corner. Let's go out here, and I wonder if we have lost our signal. I hope not. The reason I like to come out here, and I always have to be careful of this, because this is like at the same height as the top of my head, and I almost cut the top of my scalp off one day because I was looking at my screen. This is interesting. These tiny little passageways with natural light. And there's another one directly behind me. Just little shops. Most of them are closed. Thank you, Dean. Thank you. See, I have lost it before streaming directly to Restream. So this may be the way that I have to operate from now on. Now out here is a temple, and they're selling ghost money and incense and things that people use for the temple. But this is a temple. We've been inside this temple before, and there's some burn marks here. But looks like recently they have put this new ceiling in. If you go back in time and look at some of my other scopes, this has been repainted in the last, I'm going to say 4 months. Yeah, so they fixed it. This is the main part of the temple. Hey, David. Yeah, welcome from Quebec. Nice to have you with us. Yeah, I love Quebec province. I've never been to Quebec City, but I love Quebec province. And that is the old roof, the original roof. It's been blackened from so many years of incense, just like some of the little statuary, like this guy here, is really, really dark from decades of smoke. That's a high-powered gas burner that you use for lighting incense. And over here is the ghost money burner. Now, if you build a temple nowadays, you have to put a scrubber on the output, but this one doesn't have it. This is old. This one does not have a scrubber. So it basically is a major source of air pollution. But what they do is they keep a fire burning in here. Now that's a piece right there that somebody put in and didn't get burned. They keep a fire in here, and they buy ghost money, and it burns, and it supposedly is, I guess the word would be transmuted into the world of the dead. That's the belief. So that your relatives have spending money. Okay, thank you. Excellent. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Montreal. I know it's not the same, but it's still Quebec province. This is a restroom, of course. And then we're over here. This is where I met that lady a long time ago who wanted me to, I was in the middle of a live stream, and she wanted me to show her her own face on the camera. It's kind of funny. So, hey now, beautiful produce here. Really nice. So, I like to buy vegetables, but every time I bring them home, my wife says, "But now I gotta cook them." So, she won't let me cook them because I mess up the kitchen. There's all kinds of cords and things like this, see? You know, and sometimes you want to be able to find those things. I'll tell you what I use this stuff for. I've got some microphone shock mounts that I use, and sometimes it's hard to find like the replacement mini bungee cords for those things to restring them. Alright. What that is. So we're coming up the other side. Okay. Hey, roach killers. Alright. Hello, now. So actually, that's my wife. She doesn't want to be on camera. Just complaining, or not complaining, just commenting on, oh, you have to speak English. So dokai means can do either one, English or Chinese. And then he said, oh, how lihai, which is what people say when they're like, it's like saying, oh, you're talented or you're smart or something. Ridiculous. Look. Here's the deal. Here, really speaks English. And so, if you live here and you don't speak Chinese, you can't do anything. You're dependent on everybody else. You know, you got to ask your friend to get you this and that thing. And I do ask friends to get things for me, but usually industrial stuff. You know, like for business, just because I'm looking for connections. But I mean, if you can't like order food, you can't do anything. So, yeah, nice clothes. See, when I lived in the States, my next door neighbors were Cambodians, and they were wonderful, absolutely wonderful people. They helped me out many, many times when my back was hurt, you know, and they helped me dig out a root that was cracking the foundation of the house where I was living. But a lot of people complain that foreigners move to their neighborhood and they only stick, you know, with their own people. They only speak their own language. They only frequent, you know, restaurants of their own ethnicity. And so there's a lot of complaining about people not assimilating into the society. So I just want to make sure that I'm not one of those. I try my best to speak Chinese and learn Chinese. I went to Jiaodao University a year and a half studying Chinese. Yeah, and so you have to be able to at least read the menu. And you have to be able to talk to people and tell them what you want. Otherwise, what happens is they see your face, and then they try to switch to English, and they can't speak English, and it's very, very rudimentary. Like I had a couple of weeks ago, a guy interrupt a live stream, and all he ended up saying was, because I was drinking alcohol at a place, all he ended up saying was, drink alcohol, happy, happy. It took like 5 minutes. If he'd said it in Chinese, it would have been like real quick. So this is a candy shop. I got some wasabi peanuts there a long time ago. They were pretty good, but he doesn't sell them anymore. Wasabi peanuts were cheap too. Now that is the trash truck. The trash trucks are famous in Taiwan because they sound like ice cream trucks. First time I ever came here, yeah, what are you honking for? First time I ever came here, I was like, oh wow, it's the ice cream truck, and everybody's laughing. That's it right there. And trash pickup, days a week usually, most places. Now he's going down. He's turning down. Oh, watch this. You guys see this? He's turning down the street that we just came up from. Where the market is located, that is an actual street. And so what's going to happen is all those people that are in the middle that we saw are going to move out of the way so the trash truck can go through. And over here is the recycling truck. Taiwan has a very effective recycling program. Where, see, now here's a lady right there that's got her trash, and people are running over there to throw it in the truck. And it's going to stop. I'm kind of glad this happens. You can see this. And the recycling truck has its own music. All right. So Hsinchu County and Hukou City, and Public Works. But what happens is, see, people just throw their recycling right up there. The guy grabs, the bag of stuff or whatever, pops it right in the truck. And if you look at the statistics, it's a staggering, like 95% recycling. What's the word I'm looking for? It's where people cooperate with it, and support the recycling. So that's what they're doing. These are all recycled materials. It's nice to see. Of course, that is if what you're recycling doesn't take more energy to recycle than it does to produce new. But with these plastics and so forth, Taiwan is a big plastic producer. And with these plastics, they're all going to get recycled. And I did work for a while as a consultant in a plastic manufacturing facility in the United States, and where I learned that 100% of the plastics are recyclable. You just can't use 100% recyclable material when you're producing new products. You have to use some virgin material, and then the plastics that you put in are what they call remelt. So all those people moved out of the way, see? And there's the truck. They moved out of the way. Just ran up there and threw that in. That's funny. Yeah, but you could see up ahead, people are moving umbrellas and things out of the way. And so there you go. People running up and throwing stuff in. Yep, that's that's Taiwan's recycling and the famous trash collection system. We call that the Le Sauteur, is how you say trash truck. You guys take care. We gotta go. We've got stuff to do today. We're gonna be going all around. Thank you for joining. I just wanted to show you this quick downtown mayhem. What's going on today? This guy's gonna turn. I'm gonna cross the street before I get hit. So yeah, it is. It's very simple, very efficient. One thing that I need to tell you is that, now this may sound gross, but we talked about this before. Most homes and most places that were built 20 years ago and earlier don't have the plumbing that can support flushing toilet paper down the commode. It clogs up the hey Dallas, nice to have you with us. Welcome to Taiwan. Thanks for joining. It clogs up the septic system, and because there's no black water sewer here, only gray water. Every house, every building has a septic tank, and so if you throw toilet paper down the tank, it clogs it up. There are many stories, of foreigners coming to Taiwan, and they flush the toilet paper like they do at home, and then they end up with a really big bill because somebody has to come and jackhammer the wall and get the pipe out that's stuck and replace it. It's a mess. Plus, they use what we would call tissues here, not actual toilet paper. See, toilet paper disintegrates, right? If you guys, wet toilet paper, it falls apart. Well, that's kind of new. Costco has that, and some places have the disintegratable toilet paper. Alright, now that we've said all this, why does this matter? That's why they have daily trash collection, because everybody's restroom has a trash can full of used toilet paper. And you don't want to leave that sitting there. Trust me. Other countries do that too. Now, however, the newer facilities are being built to a different standard. Like if you go to the high-speed rail, there's no trash can in the restroom, and there are signs that tell you to flush the toilet paper. But many places have signs that tell you don't flush it. So that's why. All right, so we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna say goodbye. Thanks for joining, and you guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Taiwan Live TV. Have a good day. Bye-bye.